Hello my friends, I'm Brett Larkin. Welcome back to my channel and especially huge welcome if you're new. This class was highly requested. This is a moon salute flow. Now in all the research I've done about yoga, I haven't found like one official moon salute flow that's the official salute to the moon. We do have Surya Namaskar A and B from the Ashtanga lineage, and those are very clear cut. But in researching moon salutes, I found so many, and throughout my career as a yogi, I've seen so many variations on what this means. So in this class, what I've done is I've put together some of my favorite moon salutes, different variations that I've seen over the years, and I've kind of combined them into one flow class. So we'll be saluting the moon, and since the moon is a representation of the more feminine yin energy, I'm also going to be cueing you and inviting you a lot to move into the back of your body as opposed to the front of your body. The front of the body is more associated with the masculine and the back of the body is more associated with the feminine. So I'm going to be cueing you a lot to come into almost like a Halloween cat shape where you're deeply, deeply rounded, and inviting you to send your breath into the kidneys. And your kidneys, if you don't know where they are, they're just kind of on your low back on the left and right side. You can definitely dim the lights for this class or even play some gentle music or singing bowls in addition to my voice if that's something that you think you'd enjoy. I hope that this flow is soothing for you, and let's get started. To begin, come to the top of the mat. Feet can be hip width apart or touching. Draw the hands to prayer at heart center. Spread through the toes. Soften behind the knees. Let the tailbone drop down between the heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way, just finding stillness in this moment, right here, right now. Once more, deep breath in. Filling from the bottom of the body all the way up to the collarbones, and then exhaling. Collarbones all the way down till you feel your pelvic floor lift slightly, getting all the breath out. Inhale, reach that prayer overhead. And keeping the tailbone lengthening down, maybe a little baby back bend if it feels good. Breathe out, fold. On your in-breath, half lift, get long, draw the shoulders down and back. On your out-breath, step the left foot back in space, left knee to the mat, low lunge, sweep the arms up. As you breathe out, hands frame the foot, and curl the back toes under. Step back, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day, so allow yourself to pedal through the legs. And then lift both heels high to the sky. Turn your gaze inward, look at your navel, draw the chin into the chest, and see if you can widen the back band of your low back, the area of the kidneys towards the ceiling. So you puff up the low back, almost like you want to make that Halloween cat shape here in dog. Heels lifted, look in towards yourself. And keeping the back body inflated and the kidneys full, slowly lower the heels down to the ground. Heel is behind the widest part of each foot. Keeping your gaze inward, looking at your navel, you're going to roll forward through that Halloween cat shape to come into plank pose. As you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, drop the knees. As you breathe in, come into up cat. Collarbones back, navel in, broaden across the chest. Exhale, that Halloween cat shape round the back. Inhale, up cat. Exhale, knees can widen apart slightly as you press back, child's pose. On your in-breath, come on up. So you're standing on your knees, reach the arms up. On your out breath, sweep the hands back to hold the heels, fold. On your in breath, slither the arms back forward. On your out breath, reach the seat back towards the heels even more. On the in breath, you're going to bypass chaturanga or any kind of push-up and just drop into upward dog. So curl the toes under, micro bend the elbows, send the heart forward. Dip the chin slightly, back of the neck is long. Breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Take the left leg high to the sky, bend the knees, stack the hips. Take the left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Press through the back right heel. Shoot the heart forward. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bend into the back foot to step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Breathe out, fold. On your in-breath, circle the arms down, around, and up, or just reach up. On your out-breath, hands beat at prayer at heart center. Soften behind the knees. Draw the tailbone down. As you breathe in, reach the arms up, trying to keep that neutral pelvis. Maybe you find a little back bend. On your out-breath, fold. On your in-breath, half lift. On your out-breath, send your right foot back in space, right knee to the mat. Low lunge, sweep up. Your out-breath, hands frame the foot. Curl the back toes, down dog. Once again, see if you can find that rounding in the low back. So come up onto the tippy toes, heels lift in your dog. Chin in, gaze in, see your navel. Keeping the heels lifted, round as much as you can. Gazing at the belly button, drawing the navel up towards the ceiling, widening the back body, especially the low back, the area of the kidneys inflate with breath. Last breath. Exhale, lower heels to the ground. Coming through that Halloween cat shape, round forward to plank. Breathe out, drop the knees to the ground. Inhale, come into an up cat. Breathe out, down cat, round. Inhale, up cat. Exhale, widen the knees, sink back, child's pose. Breathe in, come up onto the knees, so you're standing on the knees, little back bend. Exhale, hands sweep back, hold the heels, child's. Reach the arms forward on the in. Reach the sitting bones back on the out. Inhale, slither forward on the in. Bypassing chaturanga, just coming into upward dog. Kneecaps lift, elbows micro bend. That micro bend of the elbows makes a little shelf for the heart to lift up a little more. Press to the tops of the feet. And then drop the knees, curl the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Take the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Step the right foot between the hands. Runner's lunge, heart forward, left heel back. Breathe in. Heel to crown of head, nice long line of energy. And then exhale, bend into the back left knee. Step it forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, fold. On your in-breath, circle the arms down, around, and up, or sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Soften behind the knees. Lengthen the tail down. Inhale, reach up. Maybe a little back bend. Breathe out, fold forward. Always okay to bend the knees. In breath, half lift. Out breath, step back, downward facing dog. Right away this time, roll so that cat back into a plank. And drop the knees. On the in-breath, broaden across the chest, up cat. On the out-breath, press through the knuckles and the tops of the feet, gaze at your navel, down cat. Up cat on the in. Widen the knees if you need to. Child's pose on the out. Coming to stand on your knees, sweeping the arms up on the in. Sweeping the arms back to hold the heels on the out. Reaching the arms forward on the in. Rerouting your seat towards your heels on the out. Take upward dog as you're breathing in. Take downward dog as you're breathing out. Find your kidneys, breathe into your back body on the in this dog. Step or walk forward on the out, Uttanasana. Half lift as you're breathing in. Forward fold as you're breathing out. Inhale, root through the feet to rise as you're breathing in. Hands to prayer as you're breathing out. Soften the backs of the knees, lengthen the tail down. Find a moment of stillness. Reaching arms up the next time you breathe in. Fold the next time you breathe out. Inhale, half lift as you're breathing in. Exhale, step to down dog as you're breathing out. Roll round into plank pose as you're breathing in. Drop the knees as you're breathing out. Up cat as you're breathing in. And down cat as you're breathing out. Up cat on the in. Child's pose on the out. Inhaling, coming to stand on your knees as you're breathing in. Sweep the hands back, hold the heels as you're breathing out. Reach the arms forward on the in. Sitting bones root back towards the heels as you're breathing out. Slither forward, up dog as you're breathing in. And downward dog as you're breathing out. Reach the right leg high to the sky now. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Keep the shoulders square to the mat. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee to the ground. Low lunge, breathing in. Take your hands to your waist. One hand to the front of the body, one hand to the back. Lengthen the tailbone down, maybe come out of that lunge just a touch. Lever the tailbone down with your back hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, left hand reaches back to the heel, only if it feels safe on your low back. Big breath in. It's a balance, so squeeze the inner thighs together. Huge breath in. Nice. And then exhale, really careful to come up. Return the back hand to the low back. Take the hands to the inside of the front foot. Curl the back toes under. Watch my back foot as I swivel into Skandasana, side lunge. Get taller as you're breathing in. And switch to Skandasana on the other side as you're breathing out. Deep breath in here. Watch my back foot as you're breathing out. You're going to come into a runner's lunge. So that back heel is going to pop up. Walk the hands to either side of the foot. Drop the back right knee this time. So the left knee is forward. Low lunge, reach up. Take the hands to the hips and then the waist. Right hand behind you, left hand in. Come out of the lunge slightly. Lengthen your tailbone down. Sink into the front knee just a touch. If you can keep the low back protected and in neutral, reach the left arm up. If you have the ability to maybe hold the back heel, you can curl the back toes under, see what feels best for you. You can come into this deeper expression. Otherwise, just stay with the hand on the low back. Protect the low back first with the left arm up. 3 deep breaths. Take the left hand down, right hand to the low back. Frame the foot, face the back of the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Round into plank as you're breathing in. Drop the knees as you're breathing out. Up cat as you're breathing in. Down cat as you're breathing out. Up cat, breathing in. Child's pose, breathing out. Inhale up onto the knees. You're standing on your knees. Thrust the hips forward. Tailbone curls forward. Little back bend. As you're breathing out, hold the heels. As you're breathing in, sweep the arms forward. As you're breathing out, root the sitting bones back. As you're breathing in, upward dog. As you're breathing out, downward dog. Left leg high to the sky, bend the knee, stack the hips. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Same place we just were, so work to refine. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. Take left hand to navel, right hand to low back. Lengthen the tailbone down, reach the left arm up. Your choice to just find a little back bend here, or you can hold the heel, curl the back toes under to bring the heel a little closer to you if it feels okay on the knee. 3 deep breaths. Hands to the inside of the left leg. Coming into Skandasana, look at my back foot. We come through runner's lunge, we pivot, we bend back into the left knee as you're breathing out. As you're breathing in, find length in the spine. As you're breathing out, switch to the other side. Breathe in, getting tall. Breathe out, pivoting the foot, and then popping the heel up to find your low lunge, right leg in front. Sweep the arms up. Once again, finding center. Holding right hand to belly, left hand to low back. Lengthen the tailbone down. Sweep the right arm up, and your choice. Holding the heel or not. 3 deep breaths. And always very careful to come out. Frame the foot, step it back. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels high up onto the tippy toes, round into plank as you're breathing in. Drop the knees as you're breathing out. Up cat as you're breathing in. Down cat as you're breathing out. Up cat as you're breathing in. This time right away, downward dog as you're breathing out. Walk, step, jump or stroll to the mat as you're breathing in. Breathe out, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, interlace the thumbs, micro bend the knees, curl the tailbone forward, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, sweep the hands behind your low back as you fold forward. Clasp the hands or just hold however you can. If this doesn't feel good, you can just hold the nape of the neck. Deep breath in and out as you fold. Knuckles reach towards the sky. Drop the hands, inhale, half lift. Exhale, send the right foot back in space. You're going to pivot on both feet. So the left foot's going to go left, and the right toes are going to go left as well. So you're in this funny little side lunge. Inhale, reach the left arm up, and reach towards your back foot. Notice if that right shoulder has popped up by the ear. Lengthen through the whole body, send the right shoulder blade down. Breathing here for 3. For 2, nice stretch in the side body, the hip. Last one. Reach that left arm up. Take it forward, lizard pose. And drop onto the back knee. Option to come on down to the elbows. You can rock the hips from side to side. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, press down through the right hand. It can be wide, so almost on the floor on the right edge of your mat. Reach the left arm up. Same idea. Left hand reaches back. You can always just stay right here. Or this time, bend and hold the pinky toe side of the foot. Spiral chest towards the left side of the room. Gentle quad stretch, pull the heel into the seat. 3 breaths. Gently release the foot if you took it. Hands underneath the shoulders. Curl the back toes under. Step back to dog. As you breathe in, roll forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees. Right away this time, inhale. Interlace the thumbs. Soften as you come into this back bend. Tailbone lengthens down. Exhale. Hands hold the heels. Child's pose. This time, rest. And just take a deep breath in and out. Reach the arms forward as you're breathing in. Root the sits bones down and back as you're breathing out. Upward dog as you're breathing in. Hug the navel in. Downward dog as you're breathing out. And step the right foot forward between the hands. Once again, you're going to pivot, right toes to the right, left toes to the right to come into this funny shape. Right hand points towards the extended left leg. Deep breath in. Make any adjustments you need in the front hand. Looking for a stretch in the side body, in the hip. Finding the balance of effort and ease in this situation. One more huge breath in. Exhale, right hand and left to the inside of the right foot. Lizard pose, second side. Left knee comes down. Can stay up on the forearms or down onto the elbows. Rocking the hips side to side or finding stillness. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, come up onto the hands. Take the left hand underneath the shoulder, or even a little wider, as wide as the mat. Reach the right arm back. So similar position to before. Option 1, stay there. Option 2, bend the back knee. Hold the pinky toe side of the foot. Draw the pelvis up and into the body. And spiral the chest towards the sky, towards the right side of the mat and then the sky. Kick the foot into your hand and use your hand to press your heel closer to your seat. Draw both shoulder heads back. 3 huge breaths wherever you are. Very gently release the back foot. Being very careful with the knee. Curl the back toes under. Step back. Downward facing dog. Rounding through that cat, Halloween cat shape as you're breathing in for plank. Dropping the knees as you're breathing out. Breathing in last time, coming into that up cat. And breathing out, looking at your navel, down cat. Up cat on the in. Child's pose on the out. Sweeping the arms up on the in, coming to standing on your knees, thumbs interlace, little back bend. Stay here. Option 1, stay here, reaching through the fingers, pressing the hips forward. Option 2, only if you've done it before and you've been practicing yoga a long time, you can curl the toes under or keep the feet flat. Keep pressing the hip points forward so that the low back stays neutral and long and that the back bend's really just in the upper back, and you can play with coming into camel, keeping the chin in or letting the head fall back, whatever feels best for you and your body. Otherwise, you're just in the variation right here. Just as effective. You can always take the hands to the low back as well. Pick where you want to be. 4 deep breaths. Coming out of camel very carefully if you're there, returning one hand and then the other to the low back or hips. We'll all meet child's pose. Knees can be wide or touching. Fold over your thighs. And take a deep breath in and out. And very slowly press yourself up. Coming into Baddha Konasana. If you have a block, place the block between the soles of the feet so it looks like this. Wherever you are, make sure that you're on the front of your sits bone. So I'll show from the side. And if you don't have the block, you'll just take soles of the feet touching, and that's also fine. But if you have the block between the soles of the feet, press down into the mat. It's like you want to come into a little bit of an anterior tilt with the pelvis, as if the booty wants to pop out. Set your hips back down. So you're really on the front part of your sits bones. From there, inhale and fold forward. Now that you've found that anterior tilt of the pelvis, you can let the upper back and the low back round. Draw your energy inward, gazing at your navel here. Press your feet firmly in towards one another or in towards the block. And continue to deepen your breath. Slowly press yourself up. Set the block aside. Draw the knees in towards one another. Come to lie down on your back. Squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Take some little circles to the left, and to the right. Hold on behind your thighs now and just let your knees move towards the ceiling. And then bring the knees back in towards the chest. Very gentle movement. Knees face the ceiling. Knees pull into the chest. 2 more times. It's just a little massage to release the low back. Knees point towards the ceiling. Knees come back into the chest. And now your choice. You can just squeeze the knees in. Or you can take happy baby if that's part of your practice. Moving a little bit side to side. And hug the knees back into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Lengthen one leg and then the other long along the mat. You can take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Coming into Shavasana. Or if you're wanting to do any other poses, just pause and then meet us here. Just visualizing that silvery energy of the moon here in the Shavasana. If the moon was directly above your face, you could see that silver hue, that color glimmer of the moon shining down and penetrating your whole body here. And your only task is to be open to receiving. Receiving this glow of the moon. We will be taking a slightly longer Shavasana here. So really let yourself fully relax and be charged by the moon's energy. Slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And roll over onto your left or right side, whatever feels best for you in this moment. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And bring the hands to prayer. Drop the shoulders down the back. Feel the shoulders stack above the hips. Head over heart. Dip the chin slightly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Again, deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale fully. And if you like, you can bow forward. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Namaste.
Rakungara Satanama Siriwa Eguru Rakungara Satanama Siriwa Eguru Rakungara Satanama Siriwa Eguru